Philly tube, we have Mork. And you played Madolche, right?
I did play Madolche.
Nice.
I'm the Shadolche god, that's why. The real deck.
So this is pure Madolche, right?
This is pure Madolche.
How many cards is this?
It is exactly 40.
Alright, show us the main deck.
Alright, we got Souls Madolche. Disclaimer, this deck is a work in progress still. This is more of a skeleton. Don't listen to everything I say for word verbatim. So, I don't know if you know Madolche cards now, so I'll kind of explain them a little bit. 3 Angeli, this is like 1 Fire Blossom. That's functionally what it is. 3 Petting Sister, this is a... I don't know how to describe it. It like summons one from deck when it's special summoned, but it locks you into Madolches. So it's like the best card and the worst card at the same time. And it can also summon itself by having no monsters in graveyard, just to summon itself as for free. Which is relevant, because they all have an effect to shuffle themselves and destroy.
Yeah. They have to tone you down a bit by, giving you like a lock effect.
They don't, because this card came out in Savage Strike, and it's totally fine to print cards that are broken as of now. And then we have Triple Magdalene, this is Stratos, and then it's also starter card because it grabs this card. So, and also these are all starter cards. Like every single card's a starter basically. We have 3 Hoot Cakes, so
you played 3.
Normally this card's a 2 of. Because we're playing silly cards in our deck, this card's almost always live. And so we play 3 because it's a starter card sometimes. And then this card also is a summon from deck guy. He banishes from grave of monsters, and then you special Madolche from deck. And he's a beast for his best friend, Messenger Lotto, which I play 2 of.
Which is the best friend in your hand?
This is the worst card of all time. I don't know why they printed this card ever because it's so bad, and I'm really mad at it today. Messenger Lotto's the GOAT, though. This searches a Speller Trap.
He's the GOAT, but he's the worst card ever.
He searches a Madolche Speller Trap when you have like a beast on the field. So exclusively this guy. Mistiming because it's a 1 effect, but that's fine. We'll get there. And then the last card, the Omega Brick, the Pudding Sis.
The starter card, right?
That's the starter card. I forgot to mention that this card, when it summons the monster from deck, it lowers the level by 1, so you always grab this most of the time.
Basically allows the deck to function better because sometimes it's hard to get as material.
Yeah, because this card as a material does stuff, so you just make it a 4 and you go into rank 4.
Okay.
That's the Madolche name monsters. The ratios on this, I mean, like, I guess the only thing you really want to change is like if you cut one of this out, or if you're like insane and you cut one of this out because you're crazy. But
would you ever cut a Messenger lot, or you like the 2?
You can go into 2 in most combos, so probably a 2 is still fine. And if you draw it, just ends like your life. You just cry. But maybe I'm stupid and wrong. Who knows? So then, for non-Madolche cards, we're playing this new swag card. This is the Duck.
Can you please explain it? And say its name.
Its name is Verniself of the Misting Seedlings. This is Duck.
Can you please explain what this does?
So this card is a Verniself card.
This card just came out.
This is a new card, Darkwing Blast. So it's on-field effect is like all monsters besides Verniself lose 600. The effect it has is to discard it and a monster or a Verniself card to search for an Earth Fairy monster, and then it revives a Earth monster from your graveyard. So like you pitch it for cost, and then you grab a card, and then this is a Hoot Cake card also. So you can like pitch it and Hoot Cake, revive the Hoot Cake off of it, grab Petting Sister, Hoot Cake banish this, get Angeli, and then Petting Sister's live. So you now have like a bunch of guys on board.
That's pretty cool.
Off of like a pitch. It loses to Ash, and every hatch up ever. But that's the whole deck, so we just like have to accept that that existence is like miserable and pathetic. But this card's really cool, and it revives all Earth monsters. So the important thing, because we're playing this card too, we're playing 2 Fenrir.
Ooh, yeah, Fenrir.
So this is also an Earth card, which is the best part about it. If you don't know what this card does, you should, but I'll explain it. It's Cyber Dragon if you have no monsters, and then it has an effect to search a Kashtira monster, so grab itself. So I'm only playing 2 because you don't want to like have too many in your hand, make your hand really bad. And then it's a triggered ability. It's not a quick effect. Whenever it attacks or your opponent activates a monster effect, it banishes a card face down, a face-up card.
Yeah. For people who don't know, so if they activate a monster effect, this card is not chained to it. It's on resolution.
Yeah. So they do like pretend to do this card. They activate effect. Boom, 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 boom. They get their free guy out. New chain. This can activate and banish the face the card. It's a good card. I mean, all day you just summon it and then begin playing Madolche, and you have a cool beater that searches another card out of your deck and makes your draws better.
That's a stop.
And it's also a stop card. And he's also when your board gets wiped because it's going to get wiped, you just summon the next one.
Yeah.
So
it's pretty based.
He's very based. All right, I'm gonna grab all these cards. I said we're playing silly cards, and I meant it. So today I played a lot of hand traps.
You went there.
I went in.
No, you went there.
I went there? Oh, this card's crazy. This card beats everything. So this is Ash Blossom, the goat. Veiler was probably the worst hand trap, but it's cool.
Would you maybe play Nib over Veiler or no? Or is it...
I would not play Nib probably. Okay. I feel like that would, because it eats your board too. So like you need to end on like exactly Teacher by herself and then make her immune. I'll get into that. And then you do that, which is like fine, but I feel like if you have to like make like more board, it just makes you condense your board too. So like it kind of beats yourself, and because your deck loses to Nib anyway, like you don't want to have to deal with it yourself. This card, this card's insane. Just play this card. And also because your deck is a bunch of banish stuff out of grave and shuffle them away, you can do this multiple times in a game, which I did, and it was very win me the game. And then this card is just good.
Yeah.
And I'm playing a slew of hand traps for a good reason. I'll just get to this now. I played a crossout. I was playing this in multiples. I think this card's terrible. Don't play this card actually.
Yeah.
My compensation for it was because I played Prosperity. So this would be the third one if I own the third one, but someone hasn't given me my copy yet. But in general, it's fine because your deck loses to every single hand trap. I just played every single one of them just so I can get through a little bit.
Harry Jam.
Where's he at? And I mean, yeah, it's whatever. These cards are. This card's very good. This card is to find stuff. Usually, I ended up grabbing like hand traps or like Fenrir itself, the duck, whatever. Just because I already have like a Madolche card, and it's a starter card by itself. So this is just another way to get to like extra cards that let you play the game. Or even if you needed to, like I dig for like random stuff if I need to because my hand is awkward, full of Madolche cards that suck by themselves.
All right.
And then Madolche cards, spells, and traps. They're all searchable by Messengerado, 2 of the trap, and then 1 of each of these spells. So this is the field spell. It makes them all boost. When it's activated, it shuffles them from the grave to the deck, and it makes combos happen sometimes. This card lets you search whenever they're shuffled or bounced by their effects. I would say just read all these cards, honestly, because when you play against this and you don't know what you're doing, you just get hosed by them. And then this one sets one when conditions like this are met, and it also gives you an additional normal summon, so it's like double summon by itself.
Yeah.
This is your in-deck mine out. Actually, it's a kind of like a hot red. You bounce a Madolche from field or grave and negate a card on the field, and it has a grave effect that like never comes up really, but
yeah.
It's just a good trap card, and you either if you open it or if Salon sets it, you have like a bunch of stuff to do. It's pretty good. I hate this card sometimes because like you need to like make your field a certain way, so you need to have extra guys or cards in grave to do it. But I mean, it's cool. And then this is, you can maybe play more of this. Honestly, this is, it feels awkward at 1. I might play 2.
Alright, so that's the main deck, right?
The main
40,
deck. It's
right?
40 exact. It's
Nice.
really weird, and I can swap out a lot of cards probably. When am I grabbing that? This is the extra first. Cool tokens. So we played, because you're in Prosperity, you play a bunch of like good cards you need, and then like stuff you can get rid of. So it's 3 the Teacher. This is the best rank for her. She is your way to get stuff in the graveyard by itself, and she makes stuff immune to monster effects. She's your shuffle your graveyard card, so this is kind of what you're ending on all the time because you want to disrupt the graveyard, whether it's tier cards or the Bisted everything cards, like whatever they're doing and trying to do stuff, you're just gonna like, it's kind of like your version of that, and just like shuffle your graveyard away, or you put stuff from your graveyard back into your hand with like Chateau. So it's like a flexible card and it's big, so that's what's nice. And then the OG, the goat, the queen. This is the you win the game card because it has the most insane effect on an Xyz monster next to like Zeus maybe. This is like the second best Xyz if I'm insane, but it's like your shuffle 2 away, non-targeting, so you just kind of like deal with losing all your cards, and then you play this card because it upgrades into them. She's why you play the Pudding Cess in general.
Yeah.
Because she has an effect to special summon when it's under her.
Like she helps you E-Telly them out of the deck.
Yeah, exactly. And she's a big body, so with like Chateau up, like once you have guys out, you're just like going to battle phase if they like leave you alone, which they shouldn't be because they should be clearing your entire board because your board's not made of. It's made of paper, basically. It's literally just you blow on it and, oh, my board's gone. But if that doesn't happen, you're just like, big guys go.
It's made of paper.
It is made of paper. Made of, you could even say it's made of cookies because it destroys itself. I don't know. And then we can go through these 2. You play 2 of the Link because you just make 2 sometimes.
Yeah.
I have space for like extra random cards, but usually you're extra having like 1 of each of them away because you can get away with it. And then That's like what this is. The
Yeah.
10
Like
card.
your extra deck's very flexible.
Yeah, you're just playing like these
Especially
10
since
good
you're-
cards.
Especially since you're playing like Prosperity. Like,
Yeah, and then the rest, Xyz, Dweller, Baguska, good card, Zeus, good card. Like, you can go into them, even though you're locked in Madolches most of the time. You'll just go into these sometimes, and it works out, because you have a bunch of 4s. And then Link's I played IP and Avermax, because sometimes you can go into this too, and it works. It's more just like, if you can do it,
utility,
you do it.
yeah.
If
It
not,
comes
you're
up.
just going like extra Prosperity is the way.
Okay. And now your side deck.
And the side deck cards that I went into a bunch actually. A lot of them are really good. I played Gamma because this card's incredible because it also keeps monsters out of your graveyard. This card is literally the best card in Yu-Gi-Oh! Maybe, I don't know. This guy's insane. You just drop
Imagine
him.
opening that.
You do like you do that. Yeah, you go Fenrir this guy, and then you start going in. he's the Chad. Spells. It was Dark Ruler because I hate boards. And I want to shuffle it away, and then I hate Mystic Mine and back row in general. It also hits like field spells and stuff. So this card's really good. So sometimes it was just adding this and not this because it doesn't do enough. Because like I can go first inside this thing if I know they're playing field spells and just like hit their like planet or whatever stupid card they're playing that sucks that I want to hit. Solik. I'm looking at somebody, I know. And then the last card I played, D-Barrier, because I can call everything but Xyz and it's okay. So I can call Fusion card, I can call Synchro if you're playing Synchro deck, Sword Soul, if you're playing the Fish deck, I guess, if you're playing that too.
Oh god, you're bringing that up.
Oh dude, it's probably insane, honestly. I'm scared of it. And then, what else do you even play this game? Honestly, you can call Xyz if you hate yourself and stop other Xyz decks if they're playing stuff like that.
That's true. Your seeds are probably bigger than theirs.
I just make big guys and it's like, alright, cool, pass your battle phase. And that was it. That's the side deck cards. Good side deck cards.
Alright, well thank you Mark for showing off your cool Madolche deck. Any last words?
Like, comment, and subscribe.
that's true.
And please send me a third Fenrir.
Alright, thank you.
And a Prosperity. I need
Oh,
that
actually the
too.
Prosperity.
Well, I know someone who has it. I'm just gonna steal it probably.
We'll just go to his house after this.
Yeah, we'll just take someone's.
Have a good night.
Bye bye.